Have you ever wondered if there's a better way to live than moving into a nursing home? For many people between the ages of 60 and 85, the idea of entering a nursing home can stir up anxiety. It often feels like a loss of control, as if the final chapter of life is being written before you're ready. But here's the truth. Nursing homes are no longer the only option. In fact, more and more older adults are choosing alternatives that offer more safety, more freedom, and far greater dignity. In this video, we'll walk you through 7 smart alternatives to nursing homes. Real solutions that reflect how seniors today are choosing to age on their own terms. These are not just theories. They're choices real people are making every day. Stick with us until the end, because one of these options might be exactly what you, or someone you love, needs to live better, not just longer. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss future videos. We share powerful, practical content just for people navigating the stage of life. Let's begin. 1. Staying in your own home with in-home care. One of the most empowering decisions you can make is to remain in the home you know and love, just with a little support. In-home care isn't about giving up independence. It's about preserving it while making everyday life more manageable. Services can include light cleaning, cooking, errands, help with medications, and even personal care like bathing or dressing. What's most important is that you're still in control. You wake up in your own bed, sip coffee in your favorite chair, and water your own garden. That sense of comfort and familiarity can boost mood, clarity, and even overall health. Take Martha, 75. Her knees aren't what they used to be, and she occasionally forgets her meds. But with a home aide visiting 5 days a week, she's thriving, doing crosswords, watching birds, and meeting her neighbor for coffee on Sundays. What she needed wasn't a nursing home, it was just a little help, right where she was. 2. Living with family in a supportive arrangement. More families are rediscovering the benefits of multi-generational living, not as a burden, but as a mutually supportive lifestyle. Seniors who live with adult children often find new purpose in helping raise grandchildren, sharing stories, or just being a calming presence. It only works, though, when boundaries and respect are clearly defined. Think of it as sharing a life, not giving up yours. Take Robert, 80. After his wife passed, he moved into a converted garage space at his daughter's home. He has his own entrance, kitchenette, and schedule, but also joins the family for dinner, watches his grandson's baseball games, and enjoys real connection without losing his independence. Financially, this setup can ease the burden on both generations, and emotionally, it provides the comfort of knowing you're not alone. 3. Aging in place with smart home modifications. Another powerful solution. Stay at home, but adapt your home to suit your changing needs. This isn't about stubbornly refusing change. It's about preparing for it. Install stair lifts, grab bars, non-slip floors, and motion sensor lighting. Embrace technology like video doorbells, voice-controlled assistants, and medication reminders. These aren't luxuries anymore. They're tools for preserving freedom and safety. Lisa, 79, felt embarrassed after remodeling her bathroom following a fall. But now she says she feels freer than ever, showering without fear, moving confidently, and living life her way. Support from family in making these changes isn't just practical. It's a profound show of respect. It says, "We believe in you." 4. multi-generational living with clear boundaries. Yes, we're touching on family living again, but this time it's about doing it intentionally. Without structure, multi-generational living can be stressful. But with clear roles, space, and expectations, it can be incredibly rewarding. Seniors become co-creators of the home, not just caregivers or passive residents. Anna, 83, moved in with her daughter and son-in-law after her husband passed. With her own suite and privacy respected, she became the family's bedtime storyteller and a vital part of the household. She says she feels valued, not used. Done right, this setup builds lasting bonds and emotional strength across generations. Fifth, independent living communities with on-demand support. There's a sweet spot between total independence and full-time care, and that's independent living communities. You get your own apartment or cottage, but also access to support when you want it. Not because someone is watching you, but because help is there when you need it. Meals, errands, and social events are available, but always optional. You decide your day. These communities fight loneliness, one of aging's greatest threats. You share life with others in the same season, and often with shared values. Some communities are nature-focused, others center around arts, fitness, or learning. You choose what feels like home. Bobby, 78, moved into one such community after retirement. With walk-in paths, a film club, and a woodworking studio, he says he hasn't felt this alive in decades. 6. Aging in place with smart home technology. Today's smart technology means you can stay in your home safely without risking your independence. Fall detection systems no longer require bulky necklaces. They're built right into the walls. Medication dispensers remind you gently or notify your family if you miss a dose. Smart lights, thermostats, and even fridges can keep you safe, comfortable, and in control. Brian, 81, lives alone, but uses a smart hub, motion sensors, and a medical alert watch. His family has peace of mind, and he feels respected, not watched. This isn't about surveillance. It's about freedom with peace of mind. 7th, intergenerational living communities. Imagine a neighborhood where seniors, families, and young people live side by side, not in isolated buildings, but as a real community. These intergenerational living setups are designed for connection. Shared gardens, group dinners, libraries, and walking paths foster relationships across age groups. Ricky, 76, lives in one of these communities in Oregon near high school students. She teaches a weekly poetry class, and in return, they help with technology and chores. She says it makes her feel alive again. These environments slow cognitive decline, reduce loneliness, and build empathy, not just for seniors, but for the younger generation too. This isn't about giving up privacy. It's about rejoining the world with purpose. Final thoughts. Getting older doesn't have to mean giving up your dignity, freedom, or joy. For many, the idea of ending up in a nursing home brings a quiet fear of being forgotten, of losing control. But the truth is, you have more choices now than ever. From in-home care and multi-generational living to tech-supported aging and intergenerational communities, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. But there is one common goal: to live the life you love as long as you can. So, which of these paths speaks to you? Which one makes your shoulders drop just thinking about it? You've lived too much life to hand over the keys without a say. Thank you for joining us today. Please share in the comments one insight that stood out to you and how you might use it in your life. Your thoughts inspire us more than you know. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep bringing you empowering, thoughtful content. We'll see you in the next one.